Alright, math students, so today I'm going to show you how to do a Sudoku puzzle. Now this is kind of more of the starting version. You might have seen ones, if you've played them before, that are a little bit bigger. They usually look something like this one, which you can't exactly see, but they're a little bit bigger. They go 9 by 9. We're going to start off with what are called 4 by 4s today. So you can see it's 4 boxes by 4 boxes for 16 total. So the reason I'm having you do this is, one, it's kind of a nice break from our lessons, but two, it's a really good practice in logical thinking, problem solving, critical thinking, skills that you can use for any job, and you're doing it while you're basically playing a game. Okay, so it still is developing crucial things. Doesn't matter what career you're going to, all of those things are good skills to progress with. So first of all, you kind of need to know what the rules are for a Sudoku puzzle. They're pretty simple. You need to have numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 one time each in every row. So this is a row. These first 4 boxes is one row. You have to have 1, 2, 3, and 4 in every row. Just one time, you can't repeat the number. And then every column also has to have the numbers 1 through 4 used only one time. And then as well, if you can see these darker lines in here, these are called boxes. The smaller ones are called squares. In each box, so this group of 4 right here, it can only have the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 used one time each. Now that sounds like a lot of rules, but it's easier once you start to play it, and you'll kind of get the hang of it. So I'm going to show you how to solve this one, just so you get an idea, and then you'll get a chance to practice on your own. Eventually we'll move up to the basic Sudokus, where they're like the 9 by 9 ones, but we're going to start off today with just the beginning one to kind of get used to it. So some of the strategies you can use are based on the rules itself. If every row can only have one of each number, then that means you can eliminate a lot of spots for yourself. So a strategy that I like to use when I play Sudoku is I look for boxes that have a couple numbers already in them. So you can see in this group of 4, there's already a 3 taken care of and already a 4 taken care of. That means that for this box and this box, they have to be the number either 1 or 2. I can't use a 3 or a 4 again because it's already gone. So if I look horizontally, okay, to my other numbers, I'm looking for a 1 and a 2. If I look in this row, there's already a 1 here. If I put a 1 here, then that's going to break one of the rules. Remember, I can't repeat a number in a row. So if 1 can't go here, that means that that spot must be a 2, because like I said, 3 and 4 are already gone. If 2, 3, and 4 are already used up in this box, that means that this spot is now a 1. So I've been able to fill in 2 of my squares with logic and deducing where they should go. So now I'm going to take a look at this box. This one also had 2 squares already filled in. That means I've only got the numbers 3 and 4 available, and they have to go in one of those 2 boxes. Again, I take a look either vertically. There's no numbers there to help me eliminate. The number 1 is up here, but that doesn't really help me. But I do have a 3 in this row. And what that tells me is that this box cannot have a 3. Like I said, I got to use 3 or 4 in these. 3 is already taken in this row. So that means 3 goes there. Obviously, since I have 1, 2, 3, this one must be a 4. All right, now I've used up my boxes that are a little bit more filled in, so now I'm going to take a look at some rows or some columns. Remember, columns are vertical, rows are horizontal, and the rule still applies. Each row can only have one of each number, and each column can only have one of each number. So I'm going to take a look up here. I only have one box to fill in. I've already used up the numbers 1, 2, and 3, so this spot has to be a 4, because remember, each row can only have one of each number, so that row is now gone. Now if I take a look vertically at this column, same thing. I've got 1, 3, and 4 already taken care of. One number has to be used one time in each column, so this must be a 2, because now I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 all taken care of. And from there you can see it starts to get a lot easier to work with. If I take a look at this box, the only number missing is a 3, so that has to go there. Double check my column. That one works out all good. Okay, and then over here, I've just got 3 spaces left. So in this column, only one box is left to be filled in. It's got to be a 1, because if I look, I've got all the other numbers filled in. And then over here, my whole row is used up except for the number 4. So I'll put that there. And last but not least, everything is used up here except for the number 2. And if I check, all of my boxes only use the number once. Every column is using 1, 2, 3, and 4 one time each. I don't have any overlap with things, so I am all good. So if I check my solution, it looks like I am all good with that. Okay, so that's an example. You all are going to try and do one or a couple on your own. If you need help, feel free to ask.